episode. Yeah, we're gonna be checking out today's movie news and other stuff. Any other interesting things going on? So, yeah, you probably know my dislike for the whole new Star Wars. Like the way the Star Wars direction has gone. Oh man, I don't know, it's been very disappointing. So I don't know. Apparently, there's a new Dawn of the Jedi coming out, which I don't know if it's based on like the books or the comics that have been coming out, and which mostly the Star Wars series have been making canon basically. Like those are, I don't know if they were canon because the movies, to me, the movies were always the canon, and everything else was just like extra. So I don't know, man. But yeah, it's an article by Screen Run saying that Star Wars, Dawn of the Jedi origin movie set to shoot next year, and it's going to be a prequel set earlier than any of the other movies in the franchise, and it's set to be directed by James Mangold, from a screenplay co-written by a man called Bo Willimon, uh, who obviously wrote Andor and House of Cards. Mangold has been nominated for two Oscars, once as a screenwriter for 2017's Logan, which was an awesome movie, and once as a producer on his directorial effort, Ford versus Ferrari, which was also a hella good movie, which was nominated for Best Picture. Other franchise efforts helmed by Mangold include The Wolverine and Indiana Jones and The Dial of Destiny. Per Empire magazine, via World of Real, Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi is set to commence production in the near future. During an interview promoting his new Timothée Chalamet-led Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown, Mangold revealed that once his work on the project, which comes with quite a bit of Oscar buzz, is over, he will be shooting his new Star Wars movie. Thus, the movie could potentially kick off production by the end of 2025. I didn't know that the Bob Dylan movie was shooting, but that sounds cool. Um, and this is like what this Dawn of the Jedi update means for Star Wars. Uh, Basically, I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't fuck anything up, man. Because I hated how they did the rule of two thing in the Acolyte series. I never even watched the Acolyte finale, man. I think I watched 5 episodes, and I had all I had to do was watch the sixth episode, and I couldn't do it, man. Yeah, I didn't like it. Uh, let's check this out. So yeah, the Star Wars, Dawn of the Jedi. This is the first update that has come from one of the upcoming Star Wars movies, other than the Disney Plus series. Follow up the Mandalorian and Grogu in some time. While Lucasfilm recently recommitted to 3 movies from the franchise coming between 2026 and 2027, while at D23, the previously announced movies on the roster had not received any updates in some time. In addition to Dawn of the Jedi, the upcoming titles have previously been announced to include the new Jedi Order movie, which is set to feature the return of Daisy Ridley as Rey, and that project is also seeing some movement as Daisy Ridley recently teased at a Collider event that things are evolving. And I don't think that um, uh, the only reason I keep reading these Star Wars news is because I love Star Wars, man. I used like the first 3 movies, you know, and especially as someone who actually got onto Star Wars. I watched like half of the Empire Strikes Back when I was young, and then like when I was probably like 12, or 13, 14. Then I got into the second trilogy. Obviously this thing. Okay, give me a second. Obviously the one with the birth of Darth Vader, and Obi-Wan Kenobi was there, and all of those things, and the Jar Jar Binks and the Like that was my jam, man. I didn't think movies could be that good. You know the how technologically good that movie was. Like it set the tone for what many films did, especially in the I kind of feel in the Marvel universe, because the look it's sort of similar to what those three movies did, man. So anyway, I don't think that Daisy Ridley. I don't think we needed another movie after the whole Skywalker saga um, ended. Um, so it says that that project also seen some movement as they easily really teased at a recent Collider event that things are evolving. These two updates have come over the course of the same week, which would seem to indicate that the franchise is preparing to make good on the D23 promise. Um, oh yeah, that Mandalorian and Grogu is the next movie coming out, which I don't know. Anyway, this update on production of Star Wars: Dawn of the Jedi is exciting as there have been no feature films from the franchise released in theaters since 2019's The Rise of Skywalker, which was a critical and commercial disappointment, on top of the anticipated Mandalorian and Grogu. The fact that there is indeed motion on the upcoming prequel. Um, okay, that's what my computer is doing. The fact that the you know the fact that there's indeed motion on the upcoming prequel means that the franchise may have finally shaken off the doldrums caused by their movie's underperformance. Um, Additionally, this indicates that the movie's pre-production progress puts it perfectly in place for bigger updates to come during Star Wars Celebration in 2025. And yeah, that's it, people. Please be smashing the likes and stuff. Yeah. Okay. I saw which other. I saw an interesting article. Come on, what's good? Okay. Sorry, people. Technical difficulties. Okay. Instead of two director Pixar sequels and originals. That they always trying to find a balance. And yeah. Instead of two director Pixar sequels and originals. We're always trying to find a balance. It's fair to say that Inside Out 2 was a colossal hit, arriving when Pixar arguably needed a big commercial smash, and it just didn't bring in a studio best box office number. It became the biggest animated film of all time, earning a cool $1.69 billion, which is crazy, man. How that level of success impacts the studio going forward remains to be seen. Fans are always cautious that Pixar's ratio of sequels doesn't outweigh the original projects with which the studio made its name. The announcement of Incredibles 3 at D23, yes, which is yes, finally it took long enough. I'm guessing Mr. Incredible is gonna be an old dude, and yeah, who voiced Mr. Incredible even? Um, I can't wait for the Incredibles actually, man. Why are you showing me the Incredible Hulk? No, no, the Incredibles. Uh, Okay, The Incredibles 3 is coming out. When is it coming out? Hopefully. Oh, Craig P. Nelson is Mr. Incredible. Okay. Well, Brad Bird is coming back. So this is a proper trilogy. Um, okay, so Oh man, I don't know why these people are talking right outside of my window, but shit, we move, we carry on. Shit. I really have to build a studio, man. Fuck. Uh, anyway, where were we? Along with updates on Toy Story 5, might have Pixar fans wary of what comes next. But there are plenty of original works too in the upcoming Elio, Hoppers, and serialized streaming show Win or Lose. We're always trying to find a balance. Internet 2 director Kelsey Mann tells Empire in a major new interview, noting that several projects underway at Pixar aren't yet public knowledge. I have to think about what you know about your number of originals and sequels if it's different than the number in my head, because I know everything that we're doing, he teases. But we're always trying to find the right balance. And yeah, Man notes too that both sequels and non-sequels are subject to the same high internal standards that Pixar holds for itself. With everything, sequel or not, it's all about making a movie great, he says. Whether that means an Inside Out 3 will be on the cards remains to be seen, but given the reception to the second film, there's certainly an appetite. People are pretty open, and they're open to doing another film. They want us to make sure that we do it justice, but people are excited for seeing Riley's life, her whole life. They want to see Riley grow up. As of yet, though, we haven't had any talks, mainly because the movie just came out and he took a break, especially with the money that he's been making. If he had any back end, if he had any back end deal in this movie, man, Kelly man is making a lot of money, man. So yeah. Um, but there's so many great ideas that we weren't able to get into this film or the original. I really hope those ideas have a home one day. Have a home one day. Stay tuned for any future core memories. So I'm not gonna but yeah, Empire. The new Empire magazine has the Mickey 17 as the cover, and yeah, it details the thing. It details the movie's production basically, and yeah, it dives into that. But yeah, man, let's go into the next. Okay. Uh, Tyra Banks has an idea for Life Size 3 with Lindsay Lohan. Um, we keep on getting more and more news about this thing. We keep on getting more and more news about Spider-Man 4, and it's all about Null. I don't know why Null is like such a big character. I know, like the truth be told, there are many multiverse characters in the there are many multiverse characters in the comics. So that these people are making now such a big thing because I don't feel it's on, man. But anyway, like I'm trying to think Spider-Man 1, 2, and Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, and what's the other? Oh, jeez. I don't know. Like when you don't niche, things don't go wrong. Yeah. Spider-Man Homecoming, um, Far From Home, and I still think Homecoming was pretty cool, man. It did leave a lot to be desired, but I think it was made absolutely cool by Michael Keaton. And yeah, it was Spider-Man: Homecoming, No Way Home, and Far From Home. And I'm just trying to think of what is the what is the um underlying thing about Spider-Man in these films specifically. Um, you could say one was about Peter keeping his identity secret and how him keeping his identity secret affected the first one, and then in him, and that was the first one, and then like actually. coming into his identity as Spider-Man in the first one, and in the second one, it was about how his identity, how he had tried to keep his identity secret, and how Mysterio kind of warped that identity, and how it affected him when someone came after his identity, which he felt he solidified in the first one, and how in the third one he had tried to change people's perceptions of his identity. So in the fourth one, like with the null character, it's just like, you know, um, I don't know, probably like how his identity as Spider-Man caused the whole thing in the first place. There's probably like a multiverse because we like Venom was only introduced in the cinematic universe anyway, like was introduced as, its own thing in the recent, not in the Sam Raimi, Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 3 with Brock. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, in this, with the now storyline, I'm not sure how that is going to actually quite help this Spider-Man, man. Yeah, if you have any thoughts, you could put it in the comments, man, and I'd really appreciate that. Uh, maybe 16 minutes. Anyway, yeah, man. Far from home, made a shitload of money, and No Way Home made even more. Jeez. Um, yeah. Now, what are we on? We on Tyra Banks with life size. Like, this could be something kids would like, and it's a relatively short article. Tyra Banks has an idea for a life size 3 with Lindsay Lohan. And the two actresses previously starred in the original 2000 movie about a doll who comes to life. And Tyra Banks is super old right now. But anyway, let's not go into that. Tyra Banks is down to reunite with Lindsay Lohan for a third life-size movie. The actress and model who played Eve in the 2000 film, opposite Lindsay Lohan's Casey Stewart, shared her idea for a threequel during a recent appearance. And she feels like they should do one. And I feel like I've been really looking at Lindsay, and I feel like, what if she was a doll? What if she, in some kind of way, magically turned into a doll? And then my Eve character, to teach her how to be a doll. Anyway, in other news, um, Tom Holland confirmed Spider-Man 4 will begin filming next summer. Everything's good to go. We're nearly there. Super exciting, the actor said during an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. And I don't know who's going to be directing it. Let me see. Spider-Man 4. Who's going to be directing this new Spider-Man, man? Because I know John Watts is doing his stuff. John Watts did the. John Watts, yeah, he is it the Skeleton Crew. I can literally just check here. I don't know why I'm clicking so much. It's not clicking. Click, click, click. Yeah, let's go home and let's go to sequel. And oh yeah, Destin Daniel Cretton, dope director. He's doing the next. He's probably gonna write it as well. So yeah, but like what we're trying to see is what this whole thing is gonna be about. I should not have done the whole Tyra Banks thing. Just kind of messed up my flow. During an appearance on the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon on Tuesday, Holland revealed that Spider-Man is officially a go. Everything is happening. It's happening. He told Fallon, next summer we start shooting. Everything's good to go. We're nearly there. It's super exciting. Yeah, I can't wait. And that's Tom Holland on Spider-Man sequel. During a separate appearance on Good Morning America, Holland teased of the fourth film. The idea is crazy. It's a little different to anything we've done before. How, like, if you don't think that No Way Home wasn't crazy, then I don't know, man. I have news for you, bro. Like, No Way Home was one of the craziest films you see ever. the fact that it's made like almost double what the first Spider-Man film made, and that film was a box office success. The fact that that No Way Home almost made 2 billion, which is crazy. Like it is crazy how much that movie made, man. I don't think people understand how. I understand the hate for the new Spider-Man film. It doesn't feel as emotionally connected as the same how the Sam Raimi films hit. You know, those Sam Raimi films hit different, and yeah, these Spider-Man films though are just making crazy amounts of money at the box office, man. So yeah, it is what it is, and let's see what it says. The film was released. Okay, no. Yes, and then okay. Okay, let's get back to the article. It says the idea is crazy and it's a little different to anything that we've done before, but I think the fans are really going to respond to it. In an interview with Rich Roll podcast last week, Holland shared that he and Zendaya have already read drafts of a script, and he said he read it 3 weeks ago, and it really lit a fire in him. He and Zendaya sat down to read it together, and at times we were bouncing around the living room like, this is a real movie worthy of the fans' respect. But there's a few things we need to figure out before we can get that really going, but it's exciting. And last month, the Hollywood Reporter exclusively reported that Destin Daniel Cretton was in talks to direct the film, taking over from John Watts. Watts directed the previous three Spider-Man, Tom Holland starring movies, while Mark Webb helmed the two Amazing Spider-Man films. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Well, Webb directed the two Amazing Spider-Man films, and they starred Andrew Garfield, who was, of course, in No Way Home, and Sam Raimi directed the original trilogy. That starred Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. And after Blade saved the Marvel universe, he saved the Marvel universe. He's the original hero of the Marvel universe, and Spider-Man just picked it up, took it to whole new levels, and without those two series of films, I don't think, yeah, we wouldn't have what we have today, man. Even Sam Raimi deserves a lot of respect for what he did with the Spider-Man films. And yeah, Farland's fourth film, Chris McKenna and Eric Summers are writing the script. Okay. Our Marvel head and former Sony head, Amy Pascal, are producing. Hey, Amy Pascal went to Marvel. Oh, did Marvel just pull off a coup? Did Marvel just pull off a coup, bro? Because Amy Pascal's been doing some amazing things at she in fact is in charge of the whole Spider-Man. She's been in charge of the Spider-Man movies at this thing at Marvel, and because Amy Pascal works for Sony, who, as the article says, used to work for Sony. Former Sony head Amy Pascal, but she's the reason that the Spider-Man films are the success that they are. And this thing, Untitled Noah Baumbach film, Project Heal Me. Okay, these are the other films that she's been producing. Uh, I don't know, yo, man, why is the Spider-Man the Spider-Verse taking so long to come out? Because yeah, that is not cool. Obviously, Venom is coming out very soon. Um, Venom is coming out this weekend, and if I manage to see Venom, I'll release a review. Yeah, I've been lazy with reviews, man. but it's something that I'm working on. I used to have so many reviews, but now I don't know, man. Some films, like if I kind of, I'm afraid if I say something, I'm gonna get in trouble. But you know, it's not cowardice. It's I'm just trying to I'm just trying to be a positivity pushing person. As I said, I remember on a few streams ago, as I said, this is a channel where I try and push positivity and not negativity. I know that negativity gets clickbait and views and all that shit, but that is not my steez, man. That is not what I do. You know, you can do things the right way, you can do this things the wrong way. That is not how I will be doing it, man. And anyway, um, yeah, Amy Pascal's been producing a whole lot of good stuff, man. Um, so I just think that if they get Amy Pascal to produce more of the Marvel, um, more of the Marvel this thing films, that could actually lead to Marvel having a thing, having a resuscitation, a renaissance, a comeback from Marvel, and yeah, because Kevin Feige's been doing this for a long time, and anyway, I'm trying to see what happened. Oh, okay, okay. Oh man, she's been at Sony for 30 years, and right as she gets into a groove, they're like, you know what? Yeah, we could. Right as she gets into the groove, man. That's crazy. Anyway, that's just not my problem. My problem. My problem. That's just not my problem. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Problem. My problem. My problem. My problem. That's just not my problem. My problem. My problem. That's just not my. I don't. The other kid. That song was stuck in my head, especially with my niece just singing it every single day and watching all the videos are not my problem. Anyway, let's get back into the article. Let's finish off this article, man. It is unclear what the story will be as No Way Home ended with the world forgetting that teenager Peter Parker was Spider-Man, including MJ, Zendaya. Holland, Zendaya, and Jacob Batalon have starred in the three Spider-Man films. Um, yeah, and news of Spider-Man 4 comes as Holland was recently announced to star in Christopher Nolan's latest feature alongside Matt Damon. Nolan wrote the script and is directing the Universal project. The studio has set a release date of July 17th, 2026. And as we know, Universal is one of the best studios in terms of letting directors do their thing, not interfering with their work. And yeah, so yeah, man. It's probably going to be a huge success for Tom Holland and Matt Damon and Christopher Nolan, who's just been on a tear. He's been killing it, man. He has been just murdering the game right now. Best director, best picture. You know, this movie made 900 million of $100 million budget, which is crazy. Like 900% in this thing. 900% profit is crazy. You can probably say 800% because you have to minus the thing. But in net profit, in gross profit, yeah, or is net profit, yeah, either one. I mean, um, Chris Hemsworth talks to lead Disney Prince Charming movie, obviously. But knowing how Disney's been performing these days, this could be a fail, man. But anyway, let's just get into the article. It sounds like a good idea, but what Disney's been doing, especially with the whole um Seven Dwarfs movie, Snow White and the Seven, like Snow White is, I don't know if it's controversial, but Snow White isn't white. I don't know why we should care that she isn't white, but um, I that was that like the movie's lyricism comes from the fact that the protagonist's name is Snow White. That is where it comes from. So yeah, and the Wicked Witch is Gal Gadot, and like I thought they tried to make her ugly in this movie, but she looks so much better than Rachel Zegler. It's crazy, man. Gal Gadot is a smoke show. Gal Gadot is hot. She's fine. Oh, she's so fine. Too bad she's married, and too bad I am broke and living in like half the world away. But still, don't ever think that if I'm in a room with Gal Gadot, I wouldn't shoot my shot, man. I'd definitely shoot my shot. Hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? Name is T. Name is Tabs. When you open up your tabs. Anyway, he's played Warlord Dementus in Furiosa. Okay, yeah. Anyway, um, he's played Warlord Dementus in Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, which is also a very great movie, man. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. I think out of the all three movies, it was the most entertaining. So yeah, the God of Thunder in the MCU, of course, like he made his name doing that. Actual Optimus Prime in Josh Cooley's Transformers 1, and Kevin in 2016's Ghostbusters. Now everyone else has proven himself as one of Hollywood's most charming guys. Um, Aussie actor Chris Hemsworth is in the frame to play Disney's very own charming guy, Prince Charming. That is per Deadline's reporting. The Extraction Man is in talks to lead a live action movie about Disney's quintessential Ronan Suiter from Paddington and Wonka director Paul King. First confirmed to be in development just last week. King's Prince Charming movie is set to see the British filmmaker reteam with regular writing collaborators Simon Farnaby and John Croker to offer a new angle on one of cinema's and literature's most iconic and arguably most two-dimensional characters. Uh, Whilst plot details on this aren't forthcoming just yet, we do know at least that Disney have no designs to make this movie a typically, specifically ties Prince Charming to Cinderella, the fairy tale with which he's most synonymous. And with any luck, Hemsworth, title-bearing character, Bachelor, uh, will hopefully fare better here than his fellow Hollywood Chris. Chris Pine did as Dimwitty Charming in the tongue-in-cheek sometime movie musical Into the Woods back in 2016. Um, Okay, sorry about that, people. As I was saying, we're talking about the Prince Charming movie. Um, yeah, the Prince Charming film is the only latest additions to latest. It's only the latest addition to Chris Hemsworth's additionally increasingly booked and busy schedule. And yeah, in recent months, the in-demand actor's name has been attached to everything from a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie to the sci-fi thriller The Corsair Code, Japan Video's All-Star Crime 101 feature, and as confirmed by the Russo brothers just a couple of days, he's gonna be back in Extraction 3, which I can't wait to see, man. Extraction 1 and 2 were very good movies, and yeah, I didn't think they'd be as good as they came out. Um, and Yeah, as for King, Charming will be the latest iconic character from the world of fiction that the filmmakers given a new lease of life to, having already brought Paddington and Willy Wonka to a whole new generation in recent years. However, this one eventually takes shape. We reckon we're in for a ball, pun intended. That's a good article, man. I'm enjoying these articles. The Empire writers are very good. Anyway, okay. Um, ah, okay, man. Let's wrap this up, shall we? Shall we? Um, Cynthia Erivo's been she's been very controversial. I don't know why. I haven't really tried and found out what's been going on with the new Wicked film because the stage production has been getting like mad props. So um, this is on Cynthia Erivo on musicals pretending they aren't musicals. We don't give audiences enough credit, and I kind of agree with her. I heard that Joker 40 do was like a jukebox musical. I didn't get what that was. I don't know what a jukebox musical is. I've probably seen one and not even known. And I don't know, man. Like, I feel that they shouldn't have made Joker a musical. If they wanted to, they could have, but not that Joker because it wasn't supposed to be the sequel. It was supposed to be its own thing instead of having the sequel to part one, which is definitely a runaway success in what it tried to achieve. Anyway, um, yeah, there's been a strange phenomenon in Hollywood of late. Films that are song and dance musicals paired with marketing that seems designed to hide the fact. The song packed Wonka, like the advertising on Joker was exactly the same as the advertising on Joker Folia Do. Um, yeah. So what was my point? The point was that Joker 1 seemed like a musical, though it was not, and we all knew it. But like in the trailer, there was a lot of dancing going around and singing and all this weird, wacky stuff. And in part 2, there's none of that. The first trailer, the first long trailer, there was no singing at all. How? How do you do that? So, I don't know, man. Uh, there's another dude just, oh, jeez. Anyway, the song Packed Wonka wasn't advertised as such. Oh yeah, I didn't think Willy Wonka would have been a musical, but the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was a musical, so I don't know what they're on about. The Mean Girls musical adaptation was soundtracked by Olivia Rodrigo. Songs in its trailers rather than its own numbers. Even Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga spent the Joker Folio do promo to claiming the film isn't a musical. And while that phenomenon isn't exactly new, audiences coming to Tim Burton's Sweeney Todd back in 2007 weren't informed by the trailers that it was a full-on Stephen Sondheim adaptation. Oh yeah, yeah. That I didn't even know that until I saw the film. But it was good, man. It was. I loved it. I loved the Demon Barber, Fleet Street, or whatever it's called. Um, it seems particularly prevalent today. One of the films, one film that's been more overt about its status as a Broadway adaptation is John M. Chu's two-part take on Wicked. If early teasers like John M. Chu confuses me. I know he's like his whole life was basically musicals and breakdancing and all that ish. Like I think he did the Never Say Never documentary before he actually directed a feature film. I mean, after he directed his first features, which was Better Luck Tomorrow and the I forgot the Asian kid. Uh, like his career is very confusing to me, man. But anyway, that's his career. Like I thought after Crazy Rich Asians, he'd revert back to type, and I'm not gonna lie. After Crazy Rich Asians, I had he was nailed on for me to be the this thing to be he was for me he was nailed on to be this thing the Fast and the Furious next director. And anyway, yeah, like you director Step Up 2 with the streets and Step Up 3D. I know he got his start in musicals, but like after he did G.I. Joe Retaliation, Gem and the Holograms, now you see me too in Crazy Rich Asians, and of course he went to direct In the Heights, which is a musical. I really expected this thing. Okay, so he's been doing these musicals. Okay, so why does he do crazy action films like G.I. Joe Retaliation, very good high budget magic films, which now you see me too is actually a crime thriller, but it's a okay heist film, crime thriller, same genre. Um, yeah, same genre. And if it says if early teasers were oddly song light, more recent trailers are clear about it being a musical. And as star Cynthia Erivo, who plays Alphaba, aka the Wicked Witch of the West, tells Empire in a major new career spanning interview, being upfront about that is important. There's something really special about a movie musical. In its essence, it becomes a spectacle, whether you like it or not, she says of the form. I think we don't give audiences enough credit when it comes to musicals, so we pretend that musicals aren't musicals. And I think now it's okay to be like, hey, this is a musical, come and see it and you'll survive. You might even like it, you know. Um, and this thing, the shying away from showing songs in trailers might simply be down to the divisive nature of musicals themselves. Some audiences simply don't like them. I'm not gonna lie, man. There was a time, probably like in 2006, 2007, and I was going ham on musicals. I'm not gonna lie. I was singing in the rain. Singing like musicals like Singing in the Rain. I'm trying to think of all these other musical films that I watched, man. Like, yo, and I watched a lot of them, bro. Like On the Town, Sunset Boulevard, is Meet Me in St. Louis. Yeah, I watched that one. Like, I've seen so many musicals, man. It's crazy. And My Fair Lady, yeah, My Fair Lady is probably my favorite musical, man. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Anyway, shit. Anyway, man. That reminds me of some good old times, bro. Shit. Uh, well, Cynthia Erivo, she says that I never understand when musical haters are like, why are people singing randomly? She says people sing every day randomly in the middle of the street. They literally do. Like yesterday, I don't know why. Like I saw this girl, and she reminded me of the song "Brown Skin Lady." And there's another brown skin lady crossing my street, and you might think that it's cringe or it's what, but she nice. Anyway, Yesterday I saw a brown skinned lady, and I was singing the song "Brown Skinned Lady" just like in my head, and then I started just like mouthing it out, and then I was actually just singing it in the street, and I was walking like quite a distance behind her, and the song described her everything, man. Like it said, how did it say? Ooh, damn baby girl, look, it's you coming out the store looking fresh and brand new. Ooh, head wrap cover your head, too. Uh, pretty pretty tall girl with the open toe shoe. Ooh, no limit, like man. And when I was dancing in the song, like I just sang, I just did the most stuff first, and she looked at me like, but it was that kind of sly look, and I was like, I really should get the numbers, but I was busy doing something. Like at that point, our ways we went separate ways, but like I was like, fuck it, maybe, but anyway, next time, another life, maybe if I see her again. But yeah, man. Um, songs are part of the key of life. It's like movies are part of the key of life, man. It's like pictures and art and all of these things. They're the spice of life. You know what I'm saying? So, or the amount of times where people do passive aggressive things, like saying something happens and they don't like instead of saying what's going on, they sing the thing that's happening. Or at football stadiums, all of a sudden everyone is singing along together. That's singing in real life. Be honest, disliking every musical is about as impossible as defying gravity. And yeah, I'm not gonna read the full article, but that was the gist of it, man. And yeah, that is awesome. That's like yeah, I didn't think that article would give me any good vibes, but hey, man. Okay, is that it? Are we done for the day? Yeah, I think we are, people. Um, Please check out my video tomorrow on DCs. I don't know. I've already made the Terrifier 3 review. I don't feel like releasing it. Memoir of a Snail. That looks interesting. Anyway, yeah, people. That's it for me, man. Check out my DC Film Friday stream tomorrow, and like and subscribe. And even if you don't like, if you just press the button, it'll help the channel, and it'll be your good deed for the day. So yeah, hope you do well today. Hope you reach your dreams, aspirations. Hope you conquer something that has been, you know, hope you conquer something that has been terrifying you or that you've been struggling with for a long time. You know, I hope it's just a wonderful day. I hope your family does well. I hope everything is doing well, man. And I hope you're stronger for the struggles. So, yeah, man. Everyone who's watching this, thank you for watching. Yeah, press like, subscribe, suggest it to your people, to someone who you know might like movies, and good. So yeah, may all your dreams come true, man, and may your health be well as well. May you be well in your health as well. So yeah, thank you for the people who joined on and off. Yeah, Teb signing out, man. Teb's yeah, B10 Production signing out. So yeah, see you.